to Jackie's Creative Lifestyle. I'm looking forward to today because I'm bringing you the new stamp set, At Home With You. This is one of my favourites out of the catalogue, so I've been using it quite a bit, and I've come up with a gorgeous side step card for you. So let's get started right away. I've been looking forward to showing you lots more in the catalogue, so as the next few videos evolve, I will be looking into showing you the inside of the catalogue, because as you know, today is the first day that we're allowed to show our customers online what's inside the new catalogue. So today, this is what we're going to be making. This is I Feel At Home With You When I'm With You. Actually, no, it's not. I feel at home when I'm with you. There you go, that's a bit better. So this is our step card, and look at this, opening door, hello. So I really enjoyed putting this together and creating it. So let's get started. Let's show you how to do it and how to actually put these pieces into the card. So first of all, we need to start with some cardstock. Here we go. I'm going to be using crumb cake, all right? So crumb cake in white. As you probably know by now, out there in internet world or YouTube world, I love crumb cake. Alright, here we go. We need some measurements. We need a piece of crumb cake, 15 centimetres by 22.5 centimetres. We also need another piece of crumb cake that's going to be 10.8 centimetres by 6.2 centimetres. We're going to go to Whisper White cardstock, and we're going to need 10.6 centimetres by 5.8 centimetres. Another piece which is 10.5 centimetres by 7.8 centimetres. These two pieces are both 5.9. One is by 2.3 and one is by 2.5. So just a very slight difference in those. Now what we're going to do first of all is we're going to score our card and create the actual side step to the card first of all. Now what we're going to need is to bring out our, whoops, daisy, bring out our scorer, and I always use my trimmer to do my scoring because it just makes things a lot easier for me. Alright, so what we're going to do is, as you can see on this here, I'm going to fold it this way. This is what we're doing. We're going to score across here, and then we're going to cut from the top score to the bottom score. Now this score across here goes right across, and I'll tell you when we get to that one. Alright, so let's start off first of all. We want to score we want to do 3 centimetres first. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to mark up 3 centimetres, place down your scorer, then you're going to slide that scorer along until you get to 6.5, which is right here. 5. Then we want to go to 5.3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And bring it down to your 6.5. Back again. Then we want to go to 8. Bring that up to 6.5. Then we want to go 11.2, and this one, the 11.2, is the one we're going to score all the way through. Then we're going to drop it again to 16.7. So 15, 16.7, and bring it to 6.5. There we go. Okay, next thing is we're going to spin it around. We're actually going to go this way. And we're going to line this up to 6.5 because that's how far we want to come in. Then we bring in our cutting blade, which I just popped off for a second, so let me just pop that back on. So we bring in our cutting blade and we line it up with this one right here. Then we bring it down till we get to the last score line. And there we have it there. Okay, so hopefully you can see those markings. Right. Let's put that aside. The next thing you want to do, I always fold my card first just to make sure that mark is in the right place. Okay, so bring this one back in so you can see what I'm going to be doing. So we take this card here, this is the back, whoops, And we want to fold this first fold here. Then that one comes in, then that one goes down, then that one comes in, then this comes down. Okay, so we now have our finished step card. Alright, next thing we need to do is pop that aside, bring our stamp set in. Actually, no, we're going to need a different stamp set, what I haven't told you about, and that is the hardwood stamp. The reason being is I'm going to use this as the background to our card. And what we're going to do, when you're using these big solid blocks like this, you really do need to take the ink pad to the stamp rather than round the other way. So what I do is I ink up the block and I get quite heavy with it because I really want the image to come out really nice. It's at this point you want to bring in just a scrap bit of paper to have underneath your card. So I'll grab that in a sec. Lots of ink. Right, just grab my piece of paper. Pop that under there. Oops. And bring in your pieces of white cardstock. Okay, so the first one that you want to place down, and what I want to do is I want to have the pieces of, I'll bring this in to show you, I want to have it look like the wood's going across ways, so then I need to have my stamp set up that way. Alright, so let's place this down on here, and then I place my other two down since I've already inked up. Place those, that there, and that one there. Right, then you get another piece of paper that's lying around. I'm just going to grab a piece from my pad here, pull that off, and place that over the top, and then just move your hands across the card. Give it a nice press. There we go. Lift that off, and then all you do is you pull off, and there we have the wood image, and we'll have that on all of our pieces. So we just lay that there. The next thing we want to do is take this piece. This piece we're first of all going to stick on a saying. Which we're going to use this one. I feel at home when I'm with you. Okay, get a block for that. Place it on a block. And then I'm going to bring in my black, basic black, and stamp that up. Now when I'm stamping, I'm always a little bit fussy about the image coming through, so I always just use my piercing mat to get a better image, especially when I'm using the polymer stamps. It's not so much when you're using wooden block stamps because they have under here a rib of padding which helps with the image. So really it's the polymer. So let's go into the center. Look, I'm a little bit anal about my stamp. Right, let's put that into the center. Hold that and lift. So there you have that image. The next thing you want to do is take off your stamp. Grab yourself a piece of scrap paper and pop that on there like that. Then grab a pair of scissors, and this is always the time when I look up for my scissors. My darling children have taken them away. Okay, forgive me, I'm using my big scissors. So take your piece of paper and just leave a little bit of extra gap just around the outside of the stamp. I'll show you what you're going to do. We're going to mask this image that we've stamped on here, these words. So all I'm doing is just that. Then place that over top of your words. Now if that's the words, so that goes like that, and you can see your words through there. So there we go. Then pop that on there. Take back our ink and ink up our wood. Right. Place that. Actually, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to take it off because I don't want to stamp onto that. Great. Right. And lay that down. Give it a good push. Lift up. And then just remove that masking that you popped on there. And there you have your nice little words underneath. So there we go. So let's bring everything back in here, and we will start to pop it all together. Right, where's my little card? Here it is. Now get yourself some snail adhesive and start popping these on. Now this piece here, that's going to go on our crumb cake that we cut. So just pop that on. Stick that. Now I haven't done much of a board around this because I really just want a very tiny little piece of the crumb cake showing out around the bottom. Sorry, around the edges. So that's that one. So this one's going to go here. So let's adhere that onto here. There we go. Then pop these ones in. Now these ones are slightly different in size, so you want to just make sure that you've got the right ones in the right place. So do a little measure before you adhere. And that's perfect. So let's stick those on, and all you're doing is you're just centering with what you've sort of got there, not worrying about this piece down here too much because we're going to cover that up. And then when you pop the next one on behind, you just make sure it's in line with the one in front. So you just, I pop it down and put it right onto the crease. And just make sure when it's closed it's lined up the same, and then just close it like that. Then this one here, we only want to adhere this here, so let's do this straight onto this part, and then line that up, putting it right down onto the edge, straight up the side, making sure it's straight, and then that's there, and then that will pop back like that. Okay, so that's that part. The next part, what we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet of Whisper White. So you get out your Whisper White. Oops. Now some of you have been asking me actually how I store my cardstock. I use these containers like this, and I don't know if that's going to get too close to the screen, but I just put the name of it there, and then they just slot in to my stand. So it's very handy because I can put all my scraps and things in there. So you start with your Whisper White card, and then you're going to get your stamps from your stamp set, and you're just going to ink up with black. So you're going to get your stamps, and you're going to stamp them on to your piece of Whisper White. As you can see, I've really been threading the stamp set. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the door, you're going to need a nice little wreath for the front, a couple of baskets of flowers, and you're also going to need a taupare tree, actually probably 3 of those, and some lanterns, either 1 or 2 lanterns depending on how you want to do it. So you stamp those up, and I stamp my images across the sheet, and then what I do is I take that sheet away and then I colour it with our gorgeous colouring in watercolour pencils, okay? And I just shade them in, and you would see in my other videos how I do my colouring. Whoops, and I'll show you the finished product, but that's just really how I've coloured those in. So by colouring them in, you will be left with it looking like this. So I coloured in with the brown, and then I used a blue because I'm going to do a blue door, and then just a little bit of grey just on here. Then what you do is when your images are all coloured up and you've coloured them in, and I'm just going to show you another couple now actually before we go on any further. There's that one there, and the little topper tree, and I've got some other bits and pieces here, and we've got the little lantern, which will show you that. So you know, you can colour them however you want, and I've done lemons on these trees. Then we have some dies that go with the set, and all you do is you place your die around the door, and this die here has a cutting blade round 3 sides but not the 4th, and that's to allow the door to swing open. So you place that in there and run it through your Big Shot machine, and out pops your door, and it's all coloured and it folds back like that. Alright, same thing with your other bits and pieces. You get your dies, pop them on your images like that, roll them through. And I'm just going to insert a photo of mine just before I put them through the Big Shot so that you can see what that looks like, and I'll do that now. So that's how I have them laid out onto my Big Shot machine and run them through. So now we'll just move on a little further. So once you've done that and you've got your dies, and I've done these all up here, and I'll just bring back the ones that I left over here. We've got that one, and we've got these ones here. Alright. So your door is swinging opened. All I did was I just sort of creased it back a little bit like that. I also put another die on the door here that I forgot that I'd done, and better show you how I did that. It's this little die here, and you just lay it on top, run it through when you do the other bits, and then out pops the window so you can see what is in behind. You don't have to pop that out. I have done cards which I'll show you at the end without popping that out, so you can see what it looks like. Right, let's bring our card back in, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to pop it all together. So all I did was flip over the door, grab our snail, and run that just down the door frame. Okay, just some little bits on the door frame. Lift your door up so you don't catch that with your adhesive. Across there, and a little bit there on the bottom. Okay, close your door up, and then place that where you want the door to be. Just make sure that that door is sitting in place. So I'm going to have my door right there. Whoops. And avoid that happening. Place our door frame down, and then we have our little door like that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this piece of paper because now it's sticky. Okie doke. Next thing I did was I grabbed my little lantern, grab a dimensional and pop that up, just so it gives you a little bit of a 3D effect, 2D, 3, not sure, let's just go with 3. And we're just going to pop that just there. Okay, next thing, grab our little wreath, and I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals as well, but I am going to use half the dimensionals. Now you'll be pleased to know in the new catalogue we have mini dimensionals, and it's pretty exciting. Mine are still on their way, but they are half the size of these ones, so we won't be needing to chop our sides down. So that will be great to have those two sizes. I know a lot of you are clapping your hands right now because that's something I know a lot of people have wanted for a very long time. So where I'm going to stick this is I'm just going to pop it in the center there of the door. Then you just grab some ribbon. Now I think I might go with our vanilla, very vanilla, and just tie a wee bow. Now this is another bow that I have learnt to do of late, so let me give it a go for you. Just tying two little what do you call them, loops, and then you just pull that through, twist them around and pull through like that. Then watch what you can do. You can alter each side. Isn't that amazing? Better than what I was doing. So I'd like to thank Jackie Williams for that, because I was watching one of her videos and she did it. See, we're learning off everybody. And there we have it. So I just take those down and clip them off with my not so sharp scissors. Then what you can do is you can use a glue dot, or you can just use some glue. I'm going to use a little dimensional that I've chopped up, and I'm going to pop that in behind. These dimensionals are very sticky, so they're great to use. And just pop that on there like that. Right, next let's start placing up some of these. A little bit of adhesive on the bottom there, and I'm going to pop this here just to cover up that join. So we pop that here. Open our card up, and we are going to stick on some flowers. Just remember, if your bunches do come over the top, you only want your adhesive just at the bottom. So don't pop that on too high with the adhesive. So let's go with the flowers there. I'm going to put, whoops, actually I can go all the way with this adhesive because I'm going to stick it right here. Like that. And let's stick a few more on. You can put, whoops, I've done some little presents as well. You can stick little presents on if you're wanting to do that. I just wanted to show you how you could use those. But you can go to town with your flowers and pop them everywhere and make it really colourful. Actually, I'm going to pop one on the other side because I think that would be very nice over there. Pop it on this side of the door. So there you have the card with the blue door. You can use this for any type of door. You can use any coloured door. Sorry, I'm getting away with the fairies here. You can just use all sorts, and I've done a few different coloured doors and I'm going to show you those. But I just want to say to you, another thing you can do is actually turn this back piece into a pocket and stick a gift card in there, which is if people have got a new home and you want to give them a gift card to buy something for their new home, you can do that. So I've shown you this one. I've shown you this one. This one's a little bit different. This one here, I wrapped some ribbon across the back there and put this up on a dimensional. Put another little topiary tree in there, lemon tree, and so that just added a bit there. And then inside the door, I did a little hello inside there, which is quite sweet, so that they get a surprise when they open the door. Another thing you could do is when they open the door, you could have a parcel in there or another little wreath. So lots of different ideas. I'd love to see your ideas and what you come up with. So this is my red door, and this one is adhered down, so I didn't cut this piece in the door so it flapped open, and I left the windows in, so I coloured those like the lights are on inside. So this one's a little bit different again, and it's got the oranges on the tree. I didn't also mask this one, I just put a little bit of wood up the top. It does have the ribbon on it though. Alright, so that is the different, just slightly different versions of it, so that you can see that you can change. Stick with the base of the card and then you just alter it to there. If you are interested in getting this stamp set, let me know, because if you do buy the stamp set and the die cuts from me, Stampin' Up do this where they offer a bundle deal and you'll get 10% discount by doing that. So contact me from my details below, and I can arrange for that to be delivered to your home. The other thing is that I do have a Instagram account. I also have a Facebook page, and that is what I use for my blogs and updates there. I also have a store that you can purchase from, so please look below at the descriptions below this video for all those details, and follow me on those because I'll be sticking lots more different photos up from this stamp set. So once again, thank you for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you back again soon. Take care.